Lucy felt a chill run down her spine as she stared at the old chest in the center of the room. Though small, the chest held a palpable weight, as if the entire manor's dark secrets were locked within. The ghostly figure moved closer to her, but this time it didn't seem as menacing. There was a sadness in its eyes, as if it had been waiting for Lucy to set it free. Lucy hesitated for a moment, unsure of what to do. The chest was sealed with an ancient lock, inscribed with symbols similar to those on the door. She could feel the chest pulsating with a mysterious energy, as if it contained the very essence of the curse that plagued the manor. Then, Lucy remembered the small metal box she had brought from her grandmother's house. As she held it, a strange warmth emanated from it, responding to the energy in the room. With trembling hands, she opened the metal box and found inside a small key. Taking a deep breath, Lucy inserted the key into the lock and began to turn it. As the lock clicked open, a powerful wind swept through the room, as if the manor itself was releasing a long-held breath. The chest slowly creaked open, revealing its contents. An old trembling letter written in a shaky hand, along with a few tarnished gold coins. Lucy picked up the letter and began to read. It told the tragic story of one of the manor's former residents, who had committed a terrible sin, and then hid all evidence of his crime in this chest. His soul had been tormented ever since, unable to find peace, bound to the manor by the curse of vengeance. At the end of the letter were instructions on how to break the curse. Lucy needed to take the chest to hallowed ground at an ancient cemetery near the village and bury it there. Now understanding what she had to do, Lucy looked at the ghost, who was now watching her with hopeful eyes. She carefully lifted the chest and carried it out of the basement. The manor seemed to calm as she moved, the whispers fading into silence as if the restless spirits were now at ease. Lucy made her way to the old cemetery, her heart filled with a mix of fear and hope. When she arrived at the designated spot, she dug a small hole and placed the chest inside, covering it with earth. She then raised her hands and recited aloud the words written at the end of the letter, asking for forgiveness and peace. Suddenly, she felt a warm presence beside her. Looking up, she saw the ghost, now appearing more at peace, with a faint smile on its pale face. It thanked her silently before slowly fading away, as if finally released from its eternal prison. Lucy stood there for a few moments, processing what had just happened. A great sense of relief washed over her, as though a heavy burden had been lifted from her shoulders. When she returned to the manor the next day, she noticed it no longer felt ominous. The air was lighter, and sunlight streamed through the once darkened windows. Lucy left the village, knowing that what she had done was not just an adventure, but an act of restoring peace to a place that had suffered for far too long. Now, the old tale of Ravenwood Manor would live on in the village's memory, but this time with a peaceful ending.